What's up you guys, welcome to another video about how virtual reality is changing physical therapy. Today I want to take a look at the Varjo VR-1 headset that just came out, which has some very interesting new features for physical therapy. So Varjo's claim to fame is a technology which meshes two displays together, which is a relatively low resolution display which gives from 80 to 100 degrees FOV, and a center display which has a very high pixel density that can give a very clear image of what you're looking at. Usually one of the complaints about physical therapy is that the resolution is not there, and especially text and stuff gets very blurry and it's hard to read. The resolution on this device should be, according to their sources, high enough to do an eye test. This is very interesting. When you're talking about therapy and you have patients that have a poor sight, this can be an obstacle in regular headsets when you don't have the resolution to actually render text that needs to read and stuff like that. Besides the resolution, they have eye tracking. This for physical therapy is very interesting. I've touched on it a lot in some of our older videos, but being able to do eye tracking, we can start to do reaction times, we can performance base, we can do things with neglect in stroke victims where it can actually start to quantify where their attention going, and that is awesome. So we've seen it also in the Vive Pro Eye, but it seems like eye tracking is actually becoming the industry standard. And this technology will slowly trickle down to the consumer headsets, which are actually within buying range of normal people, which of course brings us to the price. It is $5,900, which is around 19,000 kroner where I'm at in Denmark, and that is almost a little under 10 times what a full Vive, normal Vive kit actually goes for. So it's not for the average consumer. It is meant for enterprises, simulations, surgeons, hospitals that need the highest fidelity simulation in their applications. On a side note, it should be mentioned that since it has eye tracking, it has automatic adjustment of the IPD, which is the interpupillary distance. So automatically when people put it on, the display will adjust itself so it matches the person who is looking at its vision perfectly. This headset is not wireless, it has a cord, but this cord is very special. It's an optical cable, which means it can transfer all the data, picture, sound, and all that through over 30 meters, which is a lot compared to the around 5-meter cables that we are supplied with the Rift and the Vive. This is excellent, and I would expect no less when I'm paying a premium for this kind of headset. It's compatible with the Lighthouses 2.0, which means that you can do much larger virtual areas, up to 10 by 10 meters, which really will make the 30-meter cable come into play. So this is awesome. When it comes to performance, they say that the bare minimum of running it is with 1050. So it can actually be run on a laptop. In a lot of the demos, they're showing it running on a laptop with 1080 Max Q, which is the higher end of the spectrum. But if it can be run on minimum of 1050, that's actually not that powerful a PC and really approachable. But again, not really offsetting the cost of $5,900 a headset. So like I mentioned earlier, for patients who have bad vision, this is really an awesome invention. You will have less of visual impairment, and you can actually start to train some of the visual acuity that you might need for training elder patients, for example. And like I mentioned earlier, the eye tracking performance will see a lot of use, I think, for interaction studies and, like I said, reaction times and so on and so forth. This is really interesting. So to sum it all up, this is definitely a look into the future of the VR headset. If it's going to go this way with the two displays, Facebook, they actually showed a display that would move around according to your eyes with eye tracking. This is interesting as well, but I think we're going to see a revolution in the other cord where they're actually increasing resolution through the software with deep learning super sample, for example, with the foveated rendering, which we were seeing in the Vive Pro Eye. Either way, it's very interesting to see this kind of update, and I can't wait till this becomes the computer standard. As always, thanks for watching. If you want to support us, do hit the subscribe button in our YouTube channel. Put a like on the video, please share it on Facebook. If you have any comments, do you think this is the headset of the future? Which direction do you see it going? Is it going to be DLSS, or are we going to see these dual display things? Please let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, guys. See you soon.